What's up, guys? Garrett Paquette back on the road for another tournament. This time we're heading to South Carolina, headed to Lake Hartwell. Not exactly at the greatest of times. As you can see here, there's unfortunately a hurricane coming. I know a lot of people were affected by it in Florida, and it was a pretty big storm. Hopefully, obviously, we're thinking about all that devastation. Hopefully, everyone comes through that well and can get their life and homes and everything back on track. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as where we're going, but it is affecting, and that is Mother Nature. That's the game we play. So I'm driving into the teeth of that. Kind of has me on edge today. I tried to get a real early start. I left at like 4 a.m. this morning from my house. It's like a 12-hour drive because I know later tonight it's supposed to be worse. So I'm trying to get there and beat that storm. But another exciting opportunity this week. The last two tournaments have been super tough. One I did decent in. I think 37th at Upper Bay at Chesapeake, and then at Red River we had a good day one and kind of stumbled on day two and finished in the 70s there. So looking forward to getting to some better fishing, making this long drive. This will be the last trip of the year, so I'm going to South Carolina here. I'm going to have a couple days off, and then I'm shooting over to Texas for the last tournament. And I'm not that I'm ready for the season to be done. I mean, I'd rather fish this all year, but I'm ready for the season to be done. So I know I got to have two amazing tournaments here to have any chance of achieving the goals that I wanted to coming into the season. Realistically, they might be out of the question. They might not be, though, but I have two tournaments here. Got to focus on them, try to win each of them, and whatever happens, happens. So that's the goal. I know it's going to be a fun week. We're going to catch a bunch of spotted bass. My favorite species of bass to fish between largemouth, smallmouth, and spots. I love fishing for spotted bass. They're a super aggressive bass. It's going to be exciting fishing. We're going to be fishing probably in deep water with top waters, which is going to be new to me. I've never really thrown top waters over 30 to 50 feet to catch these spotted bass, but I know that's what you do here this time of year. Only been to Lake Hartwell once, and it was an absolute blast. But that was in April, so it's not really going to teach me a whole lot or show me a whole lot of what to do in October. But, I've had some ideas. I've been home the last couple of days researching, doing all that good stuff, and I'm excited to get down here and try to put together. But first, we got to drive safe, hopefully make it through there. Everything will be well, and get settled in the house and get ready to go first thing tomorrow morning if the weather allows us to. So you guys stay tuned. Quick little house tour for where we're staying for the week. Another little guest house off of the owner's house here. Pretty sweet setup. Nice little kitchen, big fridge, oven, microwave, all the good stuff. Little living room here. Look at the view of the lake. Right on the water. There's actually a boat ramp right in there. Huge lot. This might be the best place I've ever stayed, honestly. Little 2-bedroom place. It's my room, and then my buddy John's gonna be with us. His room. Giant covered parking area for the truck and boat. That is amazing. We're actually, this hurricane is just about to hit right here. It's not gonna be as bad as I thought it was, but it's probably gonna dump a bunch of rain, and my stuff will not be wet. So that is a rarity on the road. That's twice I've now had that this season. But I'm gonna get this cover off. Now with the rainstorm even coming, work on a little bit of tackle, put my graphs on, and get ready to get out there. Hey guys, out here on Hartwell, first day of practice, official day of practice. And man, I can't tell you how much better the fishing is in the Red River. And that's not saying much. I've only caught maybe, 8 or 9 bass this morning, but I think that's more than I caught all practice of Red River. But a lot of time idling, looking around with the hummingbirds, a lot of time doing this. These fish like to set up in a lot of little brush piles, or they call them cane piles down here. So I'm spending a lot of time looking around, just trying to mark a bunch of them. Not necessarily fishing them super hard. It's probably one of those tournaments where you're gonna wanna run just 100 different little spots like that, take a few casts at them, and then move on to the next one. So I'm trying to mark as much as I can right now, not really fishing, but yeah, still having fun. I mean, I've traveled to a lot of places, but the Carolinas is always one of my favorites. If I ever move from Michigan, it might be down here. I love the scenery, the weather's really nice. The culture that's down here, the people, all of it's good. So I'm feeling good, in a good mood, in a place that I love to be. Just gotta find some fish. Beautiful morning here, look at this, guys. It does not get any better than that. 7:16 in the morning, sun is just coming up. The one thing I like about fall is I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. every day to get to the ramp at sunrise. Yes, I'm the guy that likes to sleep in, and in the fall I can do it, so. But gosh, this view never gets old. This tournament will probably get one fish in the brush piles in the main lake out deep, cane piles, stuff like that. But I kind of am going around, and I mean, it hasn't been an easy practice for me, but today I've gotten some bites. They're not, you know, they seem like they're just a class smaller than maybe the fish that are way offshore in the lake. But I also know that this tournament, things can get tough, and this might be a good little backup pattern, or maybe something to do in the morning, get 5 fish and then go offshore and try to catch some of those bigger ones. But I actually feel pretty good about it. Today is by far my best practice day. Got a lot of bites, feel pretty confident. I mean, I was wondering if I could even catch 2 or 3 fish in a day. It was getting that tricky, but now I feel pretty good. Now I feel like I can go around and at least catch a limit of fish. Not saying they're gonna be big enough to compete and contend in this tournament, but it's a start. And it's nice to have a plan B and C in the back pocket. That way, you know, you kind of have your safety net. So pretty cool little deal. I don't know, I've had 15 bites today maybe, so feels good. All right guys, practice is a wrap. Back at the house here under this beautiful giant carport, gonna do some tackle. I think I've got every single bait in the boat out, or at least had it out at one point trying to catch these dang spotted bass. They are just so tough, so finicky. But I got a big mess I gotta clean up. Rig a ton of rods. I'm gonna have a bunch of rods out, you know, just to have options available. To me, what I've seen is you just keep rotating through baits, trying different things to try to trigger one of these fish to bite. And then when one bites, that doesn't mean that that's the magic bait. Then for the next fish, it might bite something else. So it's a lot of, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error out there, but we're only trying to catch 5. So there's a ton of fish in this lake. I mean, I'm seeing them all day long, coming up on the surface, seeing them with the sonars, all that good stuff. So we'll be trying a bunch of things, have a variety of baits rigged, from fishing on the bottom to fishing on the surface and everywhere in between. Yeah, that'll be the game. I'll be out here. This will be a long rigging session. I'll probably be out here for hours. I think it's like noon right now. We got to go to the registration here in between, but this is going to be a 4 or 5 hour process at least for me. But I want to make sure everything's ready to go. Practice is it was just strange. I guess is the only way to put it. Like, I think I know what the winning pattern is, or what it generally is, and I could not make it work. Or make it work consistently, and that's fishing those brush piles out there offshore. That's what those bigger fish seem to live in. But I did, you know, I found a way where I think I can go out there and get some bites. I don't want to say easily, but where I should be able to catch a limit, you know, fairly comfortably. And maybe if I have a solid bag, or not even a solid bag, but a comfortable bag as a backing, then I can go offshore and try for those bigger fish. And you know, that way if I don't catch any, I'm not that it's going to be pretty, but I won't have 0. But if I do catch some, then it'll be nice to call out some of those fish that I assume are going to be smaller up shallow. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be an interesting day. It's just funny how these lakes change. You get here and the fishing's pretty good, and then once 200 guys are out there running around, catching everything, seeing everything, they get tough fast. That has been the theme of this year. That's the one thing about fishing the opens is these guys, I mean, to put it simply, they beat the crap out of the lakes. So every time it seems like when the tournament starts, it's a grind to catch fish. But that's what separates these guys. So the good guys, you know, they figure it out. They keep, you know, making adjustments and changing their tackle and you know, being able to catch the fish when it's tougher. And the guys that, you know, maybe don't do as well in the tournaments or in that tournament, they are stuck on what was working 4 days ago. So hopefully we're one of those guys tomorrow that can adjust and put some fish in the boat. Hey guys, about to get things rolling here. Day 1 of the tournament. Man, the feeling never gets old. I love the excitement, the nerves, everything combined into one. Should be fun. Like I've said before, this is one of the new experiences I've had in a long time. I feel like with fishing, have 0 experience with this herring fish until this week. So it's been really fun to put it together, and it'll be fun out there to continue to keep learning and hopefully have a good bag. I really have no idea what to expect. This place has been fishing amazing this year. But I feel like it's starting to get a little trickier. But it might not. Guys might go there and smash them. We might go there and smash them. It might be the greatest tournament ever. Or it might get super tough and stingy like most Opens do. So time will tell. We'll see. But I know we're going to work hard for, I think we got almost 10 hours today to fish.
Bigger, bro.
Getting bigger. 30 minutes left.
30 minutes left, they're getting bigger.
Alright guys, back at the house after day one. I had 5 fish for 10 pounds and 12 ounces, which actually has me in 91st place. So I'm a ways down there. But the good news is it's really tight. I think 13 pounds might be 40th, something like that. So it's there's opportunity to move up like there always is in these tournaments. I gotta be consistent. I gotta be better tomorrow, simply put. That was I didn't have the greatest day ever. I thought I was going to get more big bites than that, but I lost my 4 biggest fish. That was kind of a not a typical situation for most days. So that stings when that happens. That's part of the game though. That's fishing. I'm glad I made some right adjustments in the last hour there and caught my 2 biggest fish. So I'll probably start in that area. I mean, I just wish I could get off to a fast start. Because if I can get off to a fast start, I can play around a little bit and try some different things on how I think I can catch a really good bag. But it's hard to do that when I don't have any weight in the boat. So hopefully I get off to a good start, pick up where I left off today, get a solid base, get another 10 to 12 pounds ideally, and then maybe we'll go way offshore and try to catch some of those big ones. So yeah, a lot of work to do, but just gotta get everything re-rigged, put our head down, and go do it again. That's part of the game. The game is being consistent, so a lot of guys, and myself included, can catch them on one day, but when you can catch them on 2 and 3 days, that's what separates you. We got one. 2 hours later. Hey guys, camera overheated, just got it back going. Caught my 5th fish, a 2-pounder. I got a little over 2 hours left. Gonna need a miracle to happen, so we're gonna do some crazy things, try to catch some big fish. Well guys, that is our tournament. Had 11 pounds, 6 ounces today. Moved up a little bit to 71st, but not quite the finish we wanted, obviously. And certainly not the tournament I anticipated. I actually had one of my better practices, I felt like, in a while. and the lake changed, and I did not make the necessary adjustments. I shouldn't even say that. I mean, I made decent adjustments. I didn't necessarily make adjustments to get myself into a winning position, but certainly to have a 15th to 40th-ish place finish, had I just not had poor execution. And that's not an excuse, because there's a lot of guys that lost fish this week, I guarantee you. These spotted bass are hard to land. They're feisty, they're small, their mouth is really hard. But I had 5 or 6 good bites a day and landed really hardly any of them. I think I lost 8 of my 9 biggest fish. But I even with losing those fish, I thought I would have more bites than that. So I'm not quite sure what happened, what slowed down for me. But the good news is I kind of don't have to dwell on this. I'm actually in the process of getting on the road and going to Texas here. We have a tournament in less than 2 weeks, so I'm going to head out west. I'm going to stop in Alabama along the way, fish a little bit, hang out with a buddy, and keep going to Texas and fish the last Open on Sam Rayburn Lake. So I'm completely out of it for anything with the points or anything like that, which I kind of was coming into this event, but there's always a little bit of hope. So the last tournament, we can just not gamble necessarily, but definitely take some risks and maybe do things we wouldn't normally do just to try to win that final one. So still can make the Classic, still can make a bunch of money. So it'll be interesting. It'll be kind of a pressure-free last event, I suppose. There's nothing really on the line for me aside from winning, which is kind of a unique feeling. So we'll go try to take advantage of that and do what we can do. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. It's last 2 tournaments, a little bit tough to overcome, but that's fishing. That's fishing. I mean, I look back on this and I'm out here with some of the best guys in the world. I have nothing to complain about. There's a lot worse things I could be doing with my time than coming out here and competing, trying to catch bass. So we're just going to keep a positive attitude, move forward, and get them at the next one. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this video. Here at Partsview, we are very passionate about the boating lifestyle. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out partsview.com for all your boating needs. We'll catch you next time.